Michael, I wanted to start out by asking you what inspired you and Janine to write this movie? Why was it important to the both of you to make this movie?
Well, um, first of all, this is I think our 13th movie, and we've been
Oh,
wanting to make a dance music film for quite about
uh-huh.
7 years now. And so, uh, Janine, she comes from a dance background. I don't know if you know that or not. She was a ballerina.
Yes,
Okay,
professional dance. Yes.
yeah, and she danced with Michael Jackson, Prince, and all the Solid Gold in this show. And so her whole life has been dance, and my whole background is music. And
Uh-huh.
so we just really um, wanted to make a story about both dance and music that drawing from our personal experiences and all of our you know trials and tribulations and the journey, and in hopes that we can entertain and inspire and bring some hope to young people that are trying to pursue their dreams like we were, and we were so fortunate we were able to achieve them by hard work and perseverance, and stay true to yourself, and you know be good to people along the way. And that's sort of the subtle messages that we hope are in the film and in the story.
No, I think it has a great message about following your dreams and not giving up on them. And, there's going to be obstacles that you're going to encounter, but
Yes.
you overcome them. And I think that the characters are really um, inspiring. And I love the fact that your lead actor or the lead character, Ruby, is very confident and but not in a mean girl way. Got the mean girl April, but Ruby is confident, but she also is not afraid to show her vulnerabilities, as well as the character of Johnny. I think that they are both really interesting characters to
Oh,
watch.
thank you. Well, and the other thing is that Janine and I, we we have sort of a love story because we found love way back when we first met in the early '80s, and so that's the other thing that we wanted it to be a young love story as well. Um, and we found some. I think the chemistry, and I hope you saw it as well. But I really think the chemistry between Johnny and Ruby, and the actors really were. They did some really wonderful stuff together, and it felt so natural when they were together all the time. They really have an amazing relationship. I could just see the way they are all the time together. They feel so comfortable around each other.
It really works well. If they really do have the chemistry on screen, and I wondered how much, is there a little bit of autobiographical um, feelings and experiences put in the movie that either you or Janine experienced?
Oh, most definitely. Just from going from when she was dropped off at 14 years old to the School of American Ballet, that from Mississippi. Just imagine, okay, sweetheart, I'm leaving you now.
Hmm.
And that's what Janine's mom, who started the Mississippi Ballet Company and taught Janine ballet since she was 2 years old, had to do. And so the scene in front of the conservatory is pretty much a mirrored image of what happened in real life. The only difference is that Ruby's a little bit older, a couple years older, and they don't have a southern accent. You know what I mean? Other than that, that scene when the mother drops her off, because it's a tough thing. It's like, and it haunts. It's so funny. It haunts Janine's mom a little bit to this day. But Janine's like, no, you had to do that. I wanted to go. You had to let me go and drop me off and say, okay, this is it. You know, good luck. She can't be there to hold her hand. She's in the big city all alone, and that's pretty tough when somebody who comes from a small town. And
Yes.
so that scene, if you grow up in a city, it's like, oh, what's the big deal? But when you come from a little town and you're like dropped off at a conservatory and say, okay, go get him, Tiger, it's a pretty, it can be difficult for people. So that scene is, you know, identical to what happened, probably even the same dialogue, because I said when we wrote it, I said, look, just um, tell me the experience when your mom dropped you off, and and she's like, and she was driving away, and I was crying, and my mom kept saying all I could see was my shoulders shaking, and so I heard from both sides, you know what I mean, how that was. Her school was in the Juilliard building, so there were violinists, there were you know young young kids, little, you know, 10-year-old prodigies, you know what I mean? I mean, it was really, filled a cacophony of music. And then you know, and then of course my world is music. So we just sort of really wanted to draw on our passions and our past experiences. And that's sort of, they say, write what you know. And well, those
Right.
two worlds we've been so close to. And we've been just really we've been dying to make a movie about this for like I said, about, I mean, every, like, after we made Flicka 2, we are like, okay, we're gonna do a dance movie of Flicka Country Pride. Then we did Marley Me and the Puppy Years, and then we did A Princess for Christmas, and we kept trying to squeeze our passion project in. But you know how that is when it's your passion
Yeah.
project and you're not getting paid, and you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like you know you got to just tell everyone, okay, we're taking, you know 2 years off. And you're like, what?
Right.
Because it's been that from inception to to the release tomorrow. It's it'll be a 2-year journey.
Wow. So what does that feel like now to have that accomplished, to have it ready to open in theaters nationwide?
It's terrifying. Our baby's going into the world. We have to let her
Yeah.
go. We have to let it go. And we're also excited that it's going to be released worldwide, because we've sold every territory internationally, and Disney International
That's
has most of foreign, which is really awesome.
mhm.
But we're super excited about releasing in our homeland, and especially being tomorrow night at the Empire Theater, AMC Empire Theater in Times Square, seeing it with the general public. And we're going to do something
Mhm.
cool. If we're going to have Nick, one of our stars, there, and do a Q&A with us after this showing. And then
Oh, awesome.
Keenan is going to be at the AMC in DC,
Uh-huh.
her hometown, where she's going to do a Q&A there. Uh, Dave, Scott, Ian Eastwood are going to be in St. Louis because they're doing the Pulse tour.
Wow.
Um, Marcus, who plays Hayward, is going to be at the TCL Chinese Theater in Hollywood. John Silver is going to be in Phoenix. So we have all our cast sort of doing a Q&A tomorrow night. And because I think it's kind of, I remember one time going to a movie, and the filmmaker, it was like a surprise that they were there, and they did a Q&A way back when I was younger. And I was like, wow, that was really a surprise and really fun, because I could ask some questions that I was thinking, but I didn't have anybody to ask.
Right.
And they don't seem to do that anymore, not to general
No.
public. And so, which I think is pretty awesome. So hopefully it'll go well tomorrow night. And I won't say anything stupid. Just kidding. Sure.
I'm sure it'll go well, and I think that the audience is going to love the movie. I really
Thank
enjoyed
you.
it, and I think that, like you
Thank you.
said before, it's got a great message, and it's very inspiring.
Thank you. From your mouth to God's ears.
Uh, well, Michael, is there anything else that you would like for people to know about the movie?
Um, I just I really I hope that people are entertained. I hope they go on the journey with us. We made this. We love movies that you walk out feeling good. And um, there doesn't seem to be a lot of films like that these days. There seems to be a lot of cynicism and a lot of angst and a lot of. I mean, we have those tough obstacles in the movie, but there doesn't seem to be. I just kind of feel a little bit hopeless when I finish watching a movie and not really inspired. And I just hope that we were able to bring that to the big screen and this weekend, and people will come out feeling good and excited, and wow, fun. That was fun, because I remember that experience when I played Joseph on Broadway.
Mhm.
That's usually, people came up to me every night, 2 years of shows where it was like this every night. Oh my God, that was so much fun. I had such a great time. You just made I was this, or I was in a funk, and you brought me out, or whatever it was. I just remember really being able to reach people, and that musical really brought a lot of happiness to people.
Mhm.
And I hope that this movie brings happiness, and I hope it inspires people, no matter whether you dance or not, or you're a musician, or you just appreciate dance, music, and the arts. Um, that that it gives you a wider look into that world, and let you experience some things that we experienced growing up, and how we saw some things in our journey. When we first
Mhm.
started out.
It's definitely a feel-good movie, and then also it's just highly entertaining. All of the dance and all of the music is very enjoyable. It's very fun to watch.
Oh, fabulous. That means a lot. Thank you so
It's
much.
incredible. The dancers are just unbelievable.
Thank you.
It's just a
Thank
lot
you.
of fun.
Yeah, we've got 13 different numbers in the movie, so something for everybody.
Yes.
Hip hop, contemporary, classical, tango, Irish step dance, tap, so uh,
I was surprised by the vast mix of and the variety because there is a little bit of something in there for everyone.
awesome. I love it. Well, I hope everybody enjoys it. Let me know the reaction.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being with us and wish you all the best, you and Janine both, on the and all of the cast and crew
Thank you.
for the premiere tomorrow night.
Oh, you're wonderful. Thank you so much, and thanks for your support, and it really means a lot.
You're very welcome.